Hi guys, habari gani? Today I'm saying thank you so much for my first 100 subscribers. We are now 111. Thank you so much for trusting and for giving me the opportunity in your little space so I can share the contents that I have. Asanteni sana. Okay, welcome again to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know me, I'm Atieno Olan, and today I'm going to tell you a story about my journey to Watamu. Actually, it was work. We used to go to work at Watamu. Again, for those who don't know, I've been a musician, a vocalist, lead vocalist in bands for a very long time. And trip to Watamu was always wonderful. And this is in the coastal region, yeah? You pass Kilifi on your way to Watamu, but you don't reach Malindi. So it's between Kilifi and Malindi. And whenever we would go to Watamu, especially when I was working at Hemingway's, you'd find that mostly it was the season for korosho. So wakati huo ukipita tu, yani zile korosho zanukia, we stop the car, we get usually private van when we go, or a private car depending on the setup of the band we are going to play that particular time. And then you buy yourself korosho. You find mangoes are on the road, especially apple mango. I love apple mangoes. And then they sell them in something we call pakacha, around 350. Their prices were very, very affordable. Alafu pia wako na makaa imewekwa kitu kama hivi, around 250 nafikiri. So it was like a really good journey. And then they had this fish. If you love fish from the ocean, I'm a big lover of fish from the ocean. So it was really nice. Anyway, so I'm telling you about the time that I was performing for a friend. He is late right now. And he called me and said their lead vocalist either had just delivered or something. So I was holding for her. And by that time, they were performing in a hotel called Turtle Bay. I think it's Turtle Bay. I don't know if it's still there because due to the tourism going down, you find that most hotels change to apartments and things like that. Okay, so we were going to Turtle Bay, and we usually did these trips. He was hiring a van because with him it was a big band. A big band means the setup is 7 plus porters and things like that. Now, whenever we would come from Watamu, there's a particular place, because when we are leaving Watamu, it is like around 1 a.m. because we finished performing between 11 and 11:30 for these things to be packed and put. We leave like around 12:31. So it is late. It is a.m. People are sleeping. It's a bit cold or cooler, Now there's a particular point when we reached tukifika tu hapo, I noticed on around the first day, it's like normal. You're quiet, you're like, oh, this is normal. Or you just have no thinking about it. There were people passing and they were walking very slowly and they were dressed up like in what I would call a pajama, striped. Their clothing looked the same and it was striped. And then you'd see a woman. There's a particular place where there was a post. Imesimama hivi. Alafu kuna mama mbeba mtoto. Na naangalia, like she stares, like her eyes is like there's nothing in it. Have you looked into someone's eyes and there's no feelings, there's nothing? So that is what I used to get from that mama's eyes when we were passing, because I would look. The first time I was like, when prisoners walk at night, because for me, any other person I've seen with that kind of dress up are prisoners. Apart from it being a pajama, that is. Now, the first time I saw it, the second time, the third time I was like, this same spot, why? Who are these people? So when we reached Mtwapa is where now we have the lights are on and, it's not creepy. So I asked one of the members and I said, I keep on seeing this happening. Who are these people? Then he explained this to me. He told me, we have these people called Kaya. And the Kaya people, it's like a cult. Now what they do is, they go to the cemetery, or if someone of you has got lost before, and there's a way they go, and they track the grave and pull them back to life, and they go work for them. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, that's what they do. So mostly, those people passing by, they're not really people, You see them walking, they walk like zombies. Like, I'm not lying to you, I'm telling you the truth. I saw this, not once, not twice, not thrice. Okay, so I got thinking and I was like, what? Okay. So even people who do these movies about zombies and what have you, they didn't just wake up or dreamt about it. It is something they know actually does happen. Maybe not as horrifying as we see them on TV where people run, but it is there. Anyway, now this is where my story comes to. Now, Turtle Bay was an all-inclusive hotel, meaning when you're coming as a guest, you have a package that you have paid for. You pay for the liquor, something like that, your breakfast and I think dinner. So lunch you can pay for in cash, but the rest you eat. The hotel gives you the service. Now, that time we had gone to perform. The person I'd come to work for had hired a van, and the driver was a young man, a courier guy. I knew it later. You know how I came to know he was from Korea. And while we were performing, now this all-inclusive bars, normally you find like people like musicians, when you go there, those who love to drink would give the barman maybe 50 bob or 100, and they would give you liquor like no one's business. So this young man was drinking the entire time we were doing what? We were performing. At a particular time, he even came on stage, which was not allowed. Like, it was not allowed for our porters or our drivers to come and mix with the guests and start dancing. He came in and danced and even gave me a tip. And the owner of the band was not happy. It was not that he gave me the tip. It was the whole display that he was giving. Now, by the time we finished, we realized he was drunk. Like, totally drunk. There. Higher, they finished loading, and now we are on our way back. Now the road, the Malindi Road, I call it Malindi Road because it is a road to Malindi to Mutwapa. It is a road full of corners and very sharp corners. And at night, we get big, these lorries and, how do you call them? These tingas and all that, the heavy duty cars. Run there at night, and they come also on full speed. So that is a road that you need to go slowly. Even you, if you happen to go for a holiday in Mombasa, that is a road you need to be very careful, because that's where we usually lose most of Nairobi people when they come over for Christmas or Easter on that side. Now this boy was driving reckless because he was drunk. He was under influence. Now he was driving so bad that you find yourself holding your heart like this. Now I told the owner of the band to talk to him to go slowly because they were just making noise. Now instead of talking to him calmly or just saying, let me drive or something, they started shouting at him, and they had a bottle, like the plastic bottle for water, and they're hitting his head with it. Banawe VP! Oh, So this boy at some point got pissed off, parked car out of the road and opening the door. Now, by the time he parks the car, opening the door to get out of it, these guys also came out. Now there were specifically 4 people who ran after him, went and they rolled like down and started punching him down there. And me, I was shocked. I'm like, oh my God, what are they doing? It's at night. Why are 4 people beating one person, Then this boy kept on saying, if I pull myself out of this, you will know me. You will know me. And in a span of around 5 to 10 minutes, the guy was up. He was a slender, tall guy. Hey! That guy gave those people beating. He just runs and beats the other one. Poof, poof, poof. Until I don't want to mention names, because when I mention names, People in music industry in Kenya would definitely know whom I'm talking about. Which people are this? Now, there's a time they chased one who was the guitarist, alimpiga mpaka jino mbili zikatoka, as in two teeth, meno zake mbili zote zikang'oka. And then now he came running for the other one, the late now, who is no longer there. And he's like, bana aishe jamani, aishe, aishe. Nakwambia the beating was going on. Now, the only person who was our bass player, who was very quiet during most of this commotion going on, even the drummer was very quiet, is the one who actually held the boy now. Because even him, he was just a young man, held him and told him, enough. You know, for him, he was those people who work out, and he's very quiet. Held him and told him, no, enough is enough. We're not going to go through this. We took around an hour there, an hour or even more. Wow. So then we entered the car. These guys were now quiet. No one is talking in that car. Now, when he was driving, the people were sitting in front were the roadies. He told the roadies to go behind. Only I will sit in front with him. I went and sat in front. I'm like, let me go unless I get to be beaten for refusing. You can imagine at that time, I didn't want even to be near him because I was like scared of him. Lord God. So I sat there and we went, and these guys were so quiet. No one was talking. When we reached Mtwapa, even people who don't drop at Mtwapa dropped at Mtwapa. That is how serious it was. So as we were going, he kept on telling me stories, and it's like, those people are playing with me. They don't know me, I'm a courier. Me, I will chop them completely, and me, I'm just there, I'm just like, in my heart, I'm like, please let me reach home safely and faster to get out of this car. So anyway, that was our journey for that day. And I guess it taught them a lesson not to be fighting people. Don't come for someone like that. You don't know that person, you don't know what kind of a person this is. Maybe he's a black belt, you know. We should always learn to resolve our differences with words. Let's talk about it. I mean, you're grown as adults. The least you can do is just sit and talk about something. Thank you so much for being with me again. I'm Atieno Olang. If you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe that we may walk this journey together, and like and share with friends. Asanteni sana until another day again.